There is a disease spreading through modern men. It doesn't show on the surface. It eats from within. Marcus Aurelius diagnosed it 2,000 years ago, and most men still carry it today. You check your phone for validation from people you don't respect. You avoid hard conversations because discomfort feels like danger. You explode at minor inconveniences, then wonder why peace eludes you. You blame your circumstances, your upbringing, your boss, the economy, anyone but yourself. And every night, you scroll through the highlight reels of strangers, measuring your reality against their carefully constructed illusions. These are not random struggles. They are habits, systematic patterns of thought and behavior that erode your mental power one choice at a time. The masses believe these are simply how things are. They accept their weakness as permanent. They never question whether their daily choices are the chains that bind them. But there is a reason you feel hollow. There is a reason strength seems to slip through your fingers. And until you see the habits that keep you weak, you cannot destroy them. The Stoics did not develop their philosophy in comfortable lecture halls. Marcus Aurelius wrote his private journals in military camps on the Danube frontier, surrounded by plague and barbarian invasion. Epictetus was born a slave and bore scars from his master's cruelty. Seneca faced exile, political betrayal, and eventually execution ordered by Nero himself. These men understood something the modern world has forgotten. Strength is not a gift. It is not genetic fortune or favorable circumstance. It is the systematic destruction of weakness through daily practice. Marcus Aurelius ruled 75 million people. He commanded armies of 140,000 men. He had absolute power, the kind that corrupts most men into reactive, emotional tyrants. Yet every night, this emperor sat alone and examined his own failures. He wrote to himself, not grand proclamations, but honest assessments of where he had fallen short. He asked himself why he cared about the opinions of people he didn't respect. He reminded himself that anger was brief madness. He prepared each morning for the difficult people he would encounter, so their behavior could not steal his peace. Epictetus taught that an ignorant person blames others for his misfortune. To blame oneself is proof of progress. But the wise man never has to blame another or himself. He understood that blame, whether directed outward or inward, is ultimately abdication. The moment you point the finger, you surrender your power to change. Seneca, despite being one of the wealthiest men in Rome, regularly practiced what he called voluntary discomfort. He slept on hard beds. He ate simple food. He wore rough clothing, not as punishment, but as training. He was inoculating himself against the day when fortune might take everything. And when that day came, when Nero ordered his death, he faced it with documented calm. These men were not born strong. They built systems to become unbreakable. And those systems began with identifying the habits that keep most men weak. The first habit is seeking validation. Marcus Aurelius observed this paradox 2,000 years ago. He wrote that he often wondered how it is that every man loves himself more than all the rest of men, but yet sets less value on his own opinion of himself than on the opinion of others. When your happiness depends on being liked, you live as a hostage. Epictetus was direct. If you are ever tempted to look for outside approval, realize that you have compromised your integrity. If you need a witness, be your own. The second habit is avoiding discomfort. Seneca prescribed the cure in letter 18. Set aside a certain number of days, during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, saying to yourself, "Is this the condition that I feared?" Comfort addiction makes you fragile. Chosen hardship builds resilience. The third habit is emotional reactivity. Seneca called anger brief madness and devoted an entire treatise to destroying it. The Stoics understood that emotions like anger are not reactions to events. They are reactions to your judgments about events. You can revoke that judgment at any moment. The pause between stimulus and response is where your power lives. The fourth habit is complaining. Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself, "If it is endurable, then endure it. Stop complaining." Complaining is a habit that feels productive, but changes nothing. If you can fix it, fix it. If you cannot, accept it. Either way, complaining only poisons your own mind. The fifth habit is instant gratification. Epictetus taught that no great thing is created suddenly, any more than a bunch of grapes or a fig. If you tell me that you desire a fig, I answer you that there must be time. Let it first blossom, then bear fruit, then ripen. The Stoics valued delayed gratification as proof that you are master, not slave, to your desires. The sixth habit is blaming others. Epictetus identified 3 stages of development. An ignorant person blames others. Those whose education is underway blame themselves. But a fully educated person blames no one, neither himself nor anyone else. Blame is abdication. The moment you point the finger outward, you surrender your power to change anything. The seventh habit is inconsistency. Marcus Aurelius wrote that if you don't have a consistent goal in life, you can't live it in a consistent way. Inconsistency reveals divided will. Consistency is character made visible over time. The eighth habit is comparing yourself to others. Marcus warned against this theft of attention. Don't waste the rest of your time here worrying about other people. You'll be too preoccupied with what so-and-so is doing, and why, and what they're thinking. All the things that throw you off and keep you from focusing on your own mind. The ninth habit is neglecting the body. Musonius Rufus taught that the philosopher's body must be well prepared for work, because often virtues use it as a necessary tool for the activities of life. Marcus Aurelius trained in boxing and wrestling. The Stoic Chrysippus was a long-distance runner. They understood what modern men forget. Mind and body cannot be separated. The ancients left us more than philosophy. They left us a blueprint for dominance over the self. Subscribe to uncover what they knew. These principles mean nothing until they meet reality. Consider this. Your boss criticizes your work publicly in a meeting. The weak response is to defend yourself aggressively, stew in resentment, complain to colleagues afterward, let it ruin your entire day. The Stoic response is different. Accept the criticism without defensiveness. Ask privately for specific improvements. Assess whether the feedback contains truth. Let any unfairness remain their character issue, not yours. Or consider this. You see a former classmate's success on social media while feeling stuck in your career. The weak response is to feel inadequate, obsess over their achievements, spend hours scrolling for more evidence of your failure. Let envy poison your motivation. The Stoic response is to recognize comparison as theft of your attention. Close the app. Identify one small action you can take today toward your own goals. Remember that you are seeing a highlight reel, not reality. Or this. Your workout routine collapses after missing 3 days due to travel. The weak response is to use the break as excuse to quit entirely. Tell yourself you'll start fresh Monday indefinitely. Feel guilty, but take no action. The Stoic response is to remember that consistency is built by returning, not by never falling off. Do 10 push-ups immediately, regardless of how incomplete it feels. Rebuild the habit with a smaller commitment you cannot fail. Marcus Aurelius prescribed a morning inoculation for himself. Before leaving his tent, he would mentally rehearse. Today I will encounter difficult people. Some will be arrogant, some ungrateful, some deceptive. They are like this because they cannot tell good from evil. But I have seen the beauty of good and the ugliness of evil. To feel anger at someone, to turn your back on him, these are unnatural. Every morning, 2 minutes, this practice. It changed how the most powerful man on earth engaged with the world. The Stoics did not promise that these practices would make life easy. They promised something far more valuable, that these practices would make you strong enough to handle whatever life brings. Mental strength is not the absence of weakness. It is the daily practice of choosing strength when weakness would be easier. Every habit that keeps you mentally weak is also a habit you have the power to stop. Not tomorrow, not Monday, today. Marcus Aurelius diagnosed this disease 2,000 years ago, but he also discovered the cure, not in a single revelation, but in daily practice. The same cure is available to you. The question is whether you are ready to take it. 2,000 years have passed. The principles remain unchanged. Seneca still speaks. Epictetus still teaches. Marcus Aurelius still writes in his journal, though now millions read what was meant for his eyes alone. Their wisdom survived because it works, not as theory, but as practice, not as comfort, but as discipline. The diagnosis is complete. The prescription is clear. Subscribe to Inner Imperium for more analysis of the modern condition. And in the comments, tell us, which of these 9 habits has the strongest grip on you right now? And what will you do about it tonight?